Hey, how's it going, guys? Azineum here. Now, I was going to actually do a review, or sort of update on this game. This is a game I am actually currently making. It's called Kai and the Dungeons of Old. It is a dungeon crawler game. However, I figured I'd just give a channel update while playing a little bit of this because there are features that are missing that wouldn't make really sense to play the game and show you guys. Now, I've been working on this game for a little bit of time, and it's actually coming out pretty good. I definitely recommend you guys giving it a try. What I wanted to say was, once this game is finished, I think it's actually going to do decently well. It's a lot of fun. It is a, like I said, like I had mentioned, dungeon crawler game. Pretty much everything is randomized. The floors, levels, different things. There's an entire city underground that you can only access as animals, whereas up top there's only certain places that you can access as humans. Now, every NPC has dialogue, and you can talk to them. Animals can only talk to animals, and humans can only talk to humans, unless the human has the ability, the special gift to actually talk to animals. But there's a huge story. There's quests you can do. There's certain things you can also do for just different characters. There's really loads of fun you can have with this game. Like I said, it's still in very early alpha. There's there's a ton of stuff you can really do in this game. It's really great, and stuff like that. Since I showed you that, I'll add more dialogue so it doesn't get boring. Now, there's like I said, a lot of really great stuff. Every single character has their own unique multiple lines of dialogue, and it's just pretty much endless fun. Things can change. There's a time system where certain events will happen during certain times. Like I said, I really wanted to show off the dungeon system, but I have it completely torn apart currently, unfortunately, due to really maintenance on the dungeon system. I literally had just done a recording, and it turned out that I had the basically a dummy bat in the system, and the dummy bat is for testing purposes only, so it doesn't do any damage, but it's completely unbeatable, which would just be horrible to encounter. That's obviously been removed because I really don't need it. The tests have passed. Now, there's certain references that the characters will make, and basically, if a character says something offhandedly about the game or about the surrounding areas, those are definitely clues to upcoming content. Not only that, this is just Somerville here, right? There's lots to explore. However, there is going to be a massive expansion with a city this way, as well as a city towards the north, each with its own unique content and experience. So, I'd really like to show you guys the loot system. I think you'll enjoy that. So I think that's how I'll end the video. We're going to go ahead and jump into a test chamber in the game that will not really be seen by many people at all. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, we are now in the testing chamber here. there's a lot of stuff you can do in here, obviously, but this is more for game testing purposes. There's no real way to get into this area. I'm sure someone will find a way of actually getting in here at some point, but anyway, so the loot is all completely randomized. So if we go ahead and go to these different chests, like this, there we go. We'll see from these 4 chests, we have acquired quite a bit of weaponry right now. Now, these chests are not very common. There's prerequisites to getting them, but this will also give you kind of an idea of a lesser extent of what certain boss drops will be. Now, these are the only current items in the game, weaponry-wise, right now, but there's going to be an insane multitude of items, literally to the point where there's really going to be any possibility that you could get. As you can see, each item here is completely random, to the fact that you're never going to get really the same result out of a chest. You may get some normal plain ones, but it would be really rare to get like 2 bows of savageness. Now, we do have a hefty crossbow of savageness, plus 33. So here we go, base damage plus that amount. If we look here, we have the robust sword of thaumaturgy, which affects your attack plus your magic attack, which is really nice to have on a sword. The bow of pizzazz, affecting your HP, actually, which is pretty cool. Unyielding bow of ferocity. We have really a double stack here on attack for this bow, so this is actually really good. These are actually decent drops, I think. Now, the cool thing about this as well, if we go ahead and talk to, let me see, this guy actually. Okay, let's see. So he's actually a character underground. I've just kind of borrowed him up here for a sort of merchant placement holder. So if we can go ahead and sell these weapons, this is the cool thing about this, guys, okay? If we go ahead and look at this, right, each weapon is going to have a different value attached to it, really based upon the augments of the weapon from the random roll. As you can see, all the values are going to be completely different. A base crossbow, you're only going to be able to sell that seemingly for 2 gold, which really isn't a lot, but a hefty crossbow of savageness sells for 297. There's also currently not implemented, but there will be a crafting system where you can either choose to sell your stuff, or you can basically downcraft it into materials to build new weapons, which is actually really cool. So that's really neat. Now, since fighting's kind of broken in the dungeon right now, we're going to actually use the dummy bat to show you guys kind of how that works. So we're going to go ahead and back out of this screen and equip a weapon. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab the why not, the bow of pizzazz. Alright, cool. Now, my character can't equip a crossbow right now because that's not set up. I'm not sure if I will set that up. I probably will. Here we go. So, as you can see, we have no arrows. So, that is actually a little bit of an issue. Let's hope I thought ahead on that one. Probably not. Probably didn't think ahead on that one. Alright guys, we're back real quick. We're gonna go ahead and loot these again. Really great opportunity again, once again, to show you the weapons randomness. You got the hefty axe of life, which is nice. Robust axe of cruelty. But once again, we're going to go ahead and equip our bow. Now, you guys know how swords work, obviously, so I figured it'd be a little more exciting to show you how a bow works. Now, obviously, you're not going to have a button to press to magically spawn in arrows, but I happen to be mildly lucky on this endeavor. Now, I do plan on implementing online features. So as you can see, we are able to attack the bat, as well as the bat is able to attack us. Now, obviously, you're going to want to kind of avoid. Now, if you auto-attack, it's going to automatically fire an arrow at the enemies until they've expired. There we go. Now, with these bats, obviously they are they're unbeatable. The ones in the game are obviously beatable, and yeah, so I think it's a pretty cool system. Now let's see if I can kind of give you an idea of how the quest system works. Maybe. Okay, there we go. Nice. So if you pick up a ancient stone or different other relic in the dungeon, this guy is actually able to help you with relic hunting. Now, he'll be in the guild hall, obviously, which is actually pretty cool. So I'm not going to go through the whole quest, but we'll go ahead and kind of look at the quest log real quick. So we have a retrieve relic quest, which is of medium level, from Joss at the Somerville Guild Hall. Now, he wants you to retrieve the relic within the Somerville underground dungeons. You have to retrieve the relic. He has analyzed the stone tablet and found that the relic is 2,881 gold. Now, each relic each stone or other qualifying items he can identify will, depending on the value of the relic, will depend on the amount of gold. It will be very random, so there's no one experience, single experience that's going to be the same with this game, which is what I really like about it. I think that's about all I have to show you guys today. Once I get more done, I'm going to probably show you some actual gameplay. If there's any interest in kind of beta testing and suggestions, I'd really love that. Once again, Kai and the Dungeons of Old. This has been Azineum. See you guys next time.